Alrighty, hello people. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been on. Kind of had a hectic weekend. My tortoise finally died. It was a pretty hard day, and that was actually Friday, so right before my weekend. And of course, it was a depressing weekend because of that. So, well, um, it was really sad, and yeah, let's not talk about that. Anyways, so because of other situations and that, I haven't really posted a video, and I'm sorry. Uh, so today I thought we'd talk about something funny. Let's lift the mood up, back from what I was just talking about. So I thought we'd talk about call centers because I currently work at a call center, a health insurance call center. I am a customer service representative. That's mostly what call centers do, right? Call centers, usually it's some sort of customer service thing or something. I don't know. But anyways, so what of it, right? So I had to call the DMV. Okay, so if you live in America, I'm sure you know the DMV, right? Department of Motor Vehicles. Sounds so official, right? Well, so I went in and got my new ID card because, my ID card expired on my birthday this year, and of course I didn't realize that until I was trying to get my new job. Complications, right? We all know shit happens, right? It does. And so I went in to get my new ID card, and, I filled out my application, did everything. I did everything correct for the most part. I believe I did. I got a new picture, so luckily I don't have to look like a terrorist in my photo anymore. And I know that sounds wrong because, well, what does a terrorist look like? But in my picture, I look like I'm about to murder a lot of people. Like, I look pretty angry and have like a pissed off face, and my neck's all showing and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, so that I did not come up with that idea. Someone told me one day you look like a terrorist in your video or your photo. They also told me other things like you look very upset. Just a little sarcasm maybe. Or things along those lines. You look very angry. You look like you're about to murder someone. You look like you have, yeah, I got a lot of comments on my ID card. So I'm glad I got to change the picture, although I'm very fearful of what my picture will look like. Very fearful. But anyways, I got a new picture. That's great. That was awesome. I'm very happy that I could at least get rid of that old photo because, oh man, just the looks and stares I'd get whenever I'd show that ID. It's like, it's a great picture. It's great. Really. Yeah. Anyway, so when I got home, everything was great. I thought I was going to get my ID card. Then I didn't receive my ID card, and been almost a month, and I was wondering what happened. And then I realized that on my receipt, they missed a word in my address. And it's really funny because I looked it up and that address doesn't exist, so I don't know where they were sending it to, but apparently they sent it out last week. And no idea who's going to receive that ID card or what's going to happen. But I had to call DMV yesterday, inform them that I had not received my ID card. And then they informed me that, well, my address is missing one word. And of course, I already knew this, but I was like, well, that's great, so what do I do next? Oh, by the way, I was waiting on hold for about 2 hours just to be told that there's a word missing from my address, which I already knew. And then I was informed that I have to call another number. Okay, so I know how customer service centers work and call centers because now I currently work at one. I do understand the frustration because sometimes I do have to give them another number to call because I can't help them. And it is frustrating, and I understand the customer service representative's point of view. I also can now understand all of the customers' point of views. I mean, not that I couldn't before, but for reals, 2 hours. Literally, I was at a point where I felt like I was just about to go off on someone. I didn't, because I know how to calm myself, but I had elevator music the whole time. Do you know how annoying elevator music is? I don't know if you know what kind of elevator music I'm talking about, but call the DMV. You'll figure it out. Yeah, no. It's probably the worst music they could ever put you on hold to. Like, for reals, can't you just at least, I know I've said for reals a few times, I've been hanging out with my friends too long, but could you at the very least, just give me some real music with words? I mean, even if it was Frank Sinatra, it'd be better than that freaking elevator music. Not that I think Frank Sinatra's bad or anything, but I don't listen to him on a regular basis or anything like that. But that music, I could feel my heart beating so fast, just wondering when the music would end. And I couldn't take it off speakerphone because I could miss them. I could miss the phone call. I could miss knowing when they were going to talk to me. So I had to listen to the music. I had to. I was forced to. For 2 hours. 2 hours! Okay. And then, because they could not help me at that department, today I had to call again. No. I had to call again. I need my identification. And, again, I was put on hold. Let's look at the time on this one. I'm pretty sure it's not as, I mean, I know it's not as long as yesterday. But, okay, so I was on hold for about 35 minutes. Not as long as 2 hours, but again, I had to listen to that elevator music. And this time it was like, like, you know, like the music that you just makes your heart beat really fast. And it wasn't calming elevator music. It was like oh God. And you're just sitting there wondering when they're going to answer the phone and get rid of the elevator music. I want to give a recommendation to the DMV, whether it be California or any other DMV out there. You want your customers to be calm when you answer the phone for us, right? You'd like to at least have happier customers, even though they just sat there for 2 hours. Do us a favor. Give us some better music. Better music. I don't care if it has to be a freaking lullaby that rocks us to sleep. I don't care. Better music. It would really be appreciated. I think it would. Yeah. So, of course, I got it all figured out. I was able to add the word that was missing from my ID so they can actually mail it to me. But I may have to wait 30 days to receive it because they have to receive the old one back, which I'm pretty sure they'll receive it soon since there is no address that actually exists with that. But, oh, you know what's even worse is that I had to come home from talking to people all day, and people talking about how they hated being put on hold for so long, and that they were frustrated, and then I had to calm them down, or try to talk to them, or apologize, or whatever, you know, and say that I understand, because I do understand. And both days, I'd have to come home and be put on hold and wait for a representative to get on the line. So not only was I the representative during the day, but at the end of the day, I was the customer too. Couldn't get any better than that, could it? And you know how I was talking the other day about how when I come home, I just want to lay down and relax and not have to deal with anything. Yeah. Well, for 2 days in a row, I had to deal with something. It's okay. It's okay. I relaxed. And I was nice to these people. I was. They were cool people, though. I understand their point of view. Obviously. Because I was doing it all day. But really, DMV, could you do us a favor with the music? Because if I have to call you guys again and that music's put on, I'm probably going to throw my phone as far as I can. Like, for reals. And I paid a lot of money for my phone, so I'd like to keep it. But since that's probably the only way that I'm going to get rid of that music without, I don't know, missing the call. Well, okay, never mind. I'll miss the call. But I'll get my anger out in the process. I don't know what to do. But you know, at least calling them was better than having to sit in the DMV. Because when I went to the DMV, I had to sit for about 3 hours just waiting for my number to be called. Yeah. And you know what's worse is those seats aren't comfortable. A little plastic, like you're in elementary school again, kindergarten, not even kindergarten. It's like 3rd grade and chairs are all like, yeah, those chairs. Yeah. So at least I got to sit on my comfortable couch for 2 hours and then another half hour today. That's good, right? I mean, it's better. Alright. I won't hate the DMV. They're just doing their jobs. I know. I understand. Can we still get some better music, though? Like, for reals. I can't believe I had to listen to that music, either. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my video today about the DMV and customer service call representatives. I know, everybody has to deal with them sometimes, right? You know, actually, we're not going to end this video yet because I just remembered something. What I hate when I call a call center, you know how like they'll have the music and then every now and again they'll have a voice that comes on and it's like a voice that's saying, "Oh, thank you, we appreciate your phone call and your phone call is important to us. We'll be available soon," or "We'll answer your phone call soon." First of all, how important is my phone call if I've been on hold for 2 hours? And second of all, that's not soon. No, it's not. So I'd just like to point out that if you guys really, really don't want to upset us, first of all, take out the music, and you could just take off those people talking because honestly, you're just lying to us. You really are. You're just lying. It ain't true, it ain't real, and that music sucks. Any call center. Because Comcast, I don't know if you know who Comcast is, but Comcast is horrible. The worst place to call. You know, I have to say, even worse than calling a DMV and being put on hold for 2 hours. Because as soon as you get answered by them, it's like, some of them have no idea what they're talking about. Some of them have no idea what they're doing. And sometimes, I don't even know if I'm still on the phone with Comcast. But anyways, that's my rant. I'm sure that you appreciated it. I'm sure you agree. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Probably and hopefully it is better than mine. And I do hope that you guys like and subscribe. Please, please, please. I would appreciate it. And last but not least, stay beautiful. even in your angry moments. Just remember, you always will be and you always are. All right. Peace.